Okay, so there's been a lot of rumors lately about an Avengers Battle Pass for Chapter 2 Season 4. And I thought today I'd talk about if there were going to be an Avengers Battle Pass, what skins would I want to see and what types of cosmetics would I want to see in this Battle Pass. So that's what we're going to go through today. We're going to talk about each skin and what I would personally pick to be in this Battle Pass. Now remember, this is just my opinion. So, if you want to leave your opinion down below on what you think you would pick, be sure to put it in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to see what you guys think you would want to see in an Avengers Battle Pass. Alright, so we're going to start off with Tier 1, and for my Tier 1 skin, it's nothing surprising, nothing crazy, Iron Man. And also, keep in mind, there's actually two Tier 100 skins in the Battle Pass, but I'll talk about the second Tier 1 skin after I finish talking about Iron Man. So, Iron Man, this is personally how I would do him. I don't know which suit he would wear because he has so many of the suits. I personally would probably base it off more of the recent designs, kind of like more of the recent, but not like too futuristic designs. Like nothing like the suit in Infinity War or Endgame, but maybe something like Iron Man 1 movie or some of those comics. Kind of like a nice comic book design or a nice MCU design. Now, if possible, I would love to be able to have the actual likeness of Robert Downey Jr. for the Iron Man skin. I think that would be really cool, especially because I would want the skin to actually be progressive, which is meaning he would start from a very, very base level. He would kind of look like how he's in the cave at the beginning of Iron Man 1. He's just in his normal shirt and pants, just like no suit, and then you slowly progress the skin as it levels up and you gain more of the Iron Man suit to go with it. So yeah, I think it'd be really nice to actually have a progressive skin after all this time, and I think Iron Man would literally be the perfect skin to do that because like they had Carbide and Omega as the first progressive skins in the game, and like they were pretty much based off and inspired by Iron Man and superheroes like that with big suits of armor and stuff that they slowly get and have multiple different pieces. So I think that would be perfect for Iron Man to be progressive. It's a no-brainer. And if they put Iron Man in the game as a Battle Pass skin, especially a Tier 1 or Tier 100, and he's not progressive, I don't even know. I guess they've just given up completely on progressive skins, which is weird because Fade was a progressive skin technically. He only had 2 extra edit styles, but technically he was still progressive. You leveled him up and you got more edit styles, so hopefully that kind of gives me hope that they haven't completely given up on progressive skins. So the other Tier 1 skin that I wanted to put at Tier 1 is actually Hawkeye. Usually with the Battle Pass and the Tier 1, they usually have like this really cool progressive skin and then a lesser good skin to kind of balance it out. And I'm not saying Hawkeye would be a bad skin, more so he would be definitely more simplistic and probably not one of the best of this Battle Pass. But I think it would be pretty cool. I'd certainly base it off more some of his kind of comic book looks with his like purple outfit and stuff. Kind of give him like a cool like gritty look. I think would be pretty cool. Maybe give him like a cool bandana or something. I don't know. And I would say like integrate his bow as a back bling. So the back bling would be Hawkeye's recurve bow. And maybe you could implement it as a harvesting tool too, where you take it off the back like Cap's shield. Maybe that would also be really cool. But yeah, for now I kind of just have it put as a back bling as his bow, and it wouldn't be too anything special. It's just going to be kind of like that extra Tier 1 skin that you get just for kind of buying the Battle Pass. I think Iron Man would definitely be the star of the show when it comes to those two, but I think he's a good skin to just have in there, and Hawkeye's just kind of a cool character in the Marvel Universe, even if he doesn't get a bunch of love and stuff. I think he'd be really good for a Marvel skin in Fortnite. Alright, so the next skin would probably be around Tier 23, and for this skin, I would pick Scarlet Witch. I think Scarlet Witch would be a pretty good skin to have in there. I mostly know the character from the MCU movies, so really all I can think of in my head is that MCU outfit with kind of like the red coat and like the black pants. So I think that would probably what I would base it on, but I know there's probably other designs that may be better from the comics that I'm not aware of. I don't have any ideas for extra cosmetics. Like for Scarlet Witch. Like, I don't know what a glider would be like. I guess you could have like a cool like red contrail. I think that would be really cool. I think most of these skins could have their own contrails. They kind of haven't done much with contrails lately, and I think having every single skin have a contrail unlocked with it would be really, really cool. Especially with the Iron Man, you could have the Iron Man blasters contrail. And for Scarlet Witch, you could have like the red kind of like power contrail. And you could use that for the contrail. Other than that, maybe make like a cool looking axe. Maybe dual wields. Maybe like a cool like red kind of like blade or something. Just, there's a lot of possibilities for harvesting tools and back blings, but there's not really anything, and I don't know a lot about the character to be able to actually like reference something for a back bling or a harvesting tool. Alright, so tier 47 is an interesting one. Now I know a lot of people want Spider-Man as a skin. A lot of people want Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the most popular superhero of all time, pretty much. Really close up there with superheroes like Superman and Batman, of course. But I don't think Spider-Man would be good for Fortnite. I can't imagine using Spider-Man in Fortnite. Something about it would just feel really weird to me. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if it's just because Spider-Man like using guns and stuff, or just how it would feel, especially after playing like Spider-Man PS4. It would just, something about Spider-Man being in the game, I don't know. But I did come up with a compromise, because I know a lot of people want Spider-Man. Me personally, I don't think it would be right, but I think a perfect compromise is Spider-Noir. Now, if you don't know what this character is, it's pretty much an alternate universe Spider-Man. And he is like a detective version of Spider-Man living in a noir universe, and he actually does use weapons, and he does have a really, really, really cool design that I would love to use. So I would suggest for selectable styles, you'd obviously have his black and white color scheme, and maybe they could integrate a way to like take off the trench coat and give him the OG Spider-Man covers, not covers, the OG Spider-Man colors to kind of resemble Spider-Man a little bit. And for the back bling, I would do a Rubik's Cube. This is a reference to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And then the harvesting tool would kind of be, I named it Noir Axe. I'm just kind of thinking this two-handed, double-wielded, like black and white noir, like cell-shaded, like axe. And I think that would be really cool for Spider-Noir to have. Also, just another reason I would pick Spider-Noir like over normal Spider-Man, other than just the reason that I feel like Spider-Man in Fortnite just wouldn't feel right to me, is the fact that I think it would mix up a lot of the Battle Pass and make it so it's just not just MCU heroes or people, or like heroes people know from the MCU, even if their costumes aren't always based on the MCU. You gotta have a little bit of variety, even though the MCU is the most popular form of Marvel media. The comics still are something that like started it all, and you kind of need to reference that, and it's also a reference to Spider-Verse as well, because he is in Spider-Verse. So I feel like it kind of hits both bases and kind of reminds people that the MCU isn't the only form of Marvel content, even if it is the most popular. Anyway, with that out of the way, we're going to move on to the next tier, which would be around tier 71. It's going to be Bucky / the Winter Soldier. I just think this would be a sick looking skin. Bucky's design is really, really cool, and I think he's a really cool character in the MCU. I don't really know much of him from the comics. I would say his back bling would be like a broken cap shield. Like, take the cap shield we have in the game and make it like really rusted and kind of like super scratched up. And maybe you can make that a harvesting tool as well, but for the harvesting tool, I was thinking something really, really cool that wouldn't just fit for Bucky, but would be a good idea to go along with him, but would work on a lot of skins. And the harvesting tool is the tactical knife. Now, this is something that I think would be a big selling point of the Battle Pass for me and for some people who aren't very interested in Avengers. I mean, I'm super interested in Avengers, but I'm just saying in general, for people who aren't, it would make them want to buy the Battle Pass. And for people like me who've been wanting something like this for a while, it would make me want to buy the Battle Pass. I think a tactical knife would be such a good harvesting tool. Of course, it would have its own animation. It would do the same amount of damage as every other harvesting tool. It has the same exact stats and everything. It just looks like a tactical knife and you swing it around. And I'm thinking that this thing would have tons of selectable styles. Like, you know the backboards? It would have that. Like, there would be battle pass challenges that you could do to get like cool, like different looking knives. But at the same time, there might be events challenges, like things for Halloween, things for Christmas time, things for certain collabs that you can do challenges for, and you can unlock even more styles for your tactical knife. And I think it would just be such a cool harvesting tool, and it fits Bucky as well, so it would make sense to go with him in this battle pass. This next skin would probably be around tier 87. This would be the Captain Marvel skin. This is just like an obvious pick for just like a solid skin that would be in the battle pass. And I could see it becoming like a sweat skin as well. I'm thinking that it would be more of the comic book look. Maybe borrow from the MCU. Have the mask on and off edit style, and have a casual style like in the movie. Not much else to say here about Captain Marvel, so let's go ahead and move on to the tier 100 skin. Alright guys, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Tier 100. Now you're probably thinking I'm gonna pick something insane. You're probably thinking I'm gonna pick someone like Thor, or I'm gonna pick someone like Hulk. Or I'm gonna pick maybe like a super villain. But this is an Avengers pass, and you can't have Avengers without your tier 100 Nick Fury skin. Now I think this would be the best skin in the pass. I know there's Iron Man in this pass. I know there's Captain Marvel in this pass. I know there's Spider Noir in this pass. But Nick Fury would be such a clean skin. And I'm thinking he would have two styles. He'd have his Avengers style, the suit that he appears in the Avengers movies, and his 1990s style, which is his detective look in the Captain Marvel movie that you see. You kind of see him, a younger version of him without the eye patch, and kind of like a brown detective suit. I just think this would be such a cool skin. Nick Fury's far from my favorite character, but I think he just has such a cool design, and I think a Nick Fury skin would be incredible. Now guys, don't worry, that's not the end of the battle pass, because we still have the week 7 secret skin, and I'm hoping they actually keep it secret this time, even if it's not related to storyline. And you guys are probably wondering, where's all these classic characters that you see all the time? Well, you're probably thinking of a few characters that I didn't mention. The thing is, we got Iron Man, we got Captain America. Who else do we need? We need Thor. Guys, we need Thor. I know everyone's saying Wolverine's gonna be the secret skin. It's gonna be Thor. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that for a fact. Obviously, I don't know who it's gonna be. But, in my personal opinion, I think the week 7 secret skin, or whatever week it is, I don't even know what week they do now, should be Thor. And I got a lot to say about Thor here. I think Thor should have multiple different styles, 3 to be exact. His comic book style, which is classic Thor. His New Mexico style, which is him in kind of like his normal like attire outfit without the superhero suit, just like when he's in New Mexico in Thor 1 and Thor 2. In his Ragnarok style, the style he has with his cut hair, and when like just the ragged look that he has in the Thor Ragnarok movie. Next, for harvesting tools, you actually get 2. The Mjolnir hammer and the Stormbreaker. You'd also get a cool lightning Thor contrail, and then also a Thor's cape back bling. And the interesting about this is that it would actually it would look different on him. Like you know the Batman cape and the Kylo Ren cape, how they like fit them, how they like add to the skin with those. It's kind of hard to explain. Well, the Thor cape would like add to, like it wouldn't just be a back bling, it would like actually like be an edit style. It would like look like an edit style when you're wearing it. Kind of like the Batman cape and the Kylo Ren cape. I'll try to show examples those on screen to kind of show you my point if you can't or if you can't see what I'm trying to tell you, because it is kind of hard to explain. But yeah, and that would be the battle pass for me. I think that would be a really cool battle pass. I tried to balance it out. I tried to make it not just every single skin is a heavy hitter, because that's not how battle passes are. So that's gonna leave it here for this video. Again, this was just my opinion of what I would put in an Avengers Battle Pass. Again, I'm not even saying that we're gonna get one. I'm just speculating that if we do get one, this is what I would want to see personally. I'd love to hear what you guys would want to see. Be sure to leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to read through those. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.